Uh, oh, there you go.
Welcome to the Revelation Podcast After Hours. Today on the episode, we're going to talk about relationships. But before we begin, I just want to take the time to say congratulations. You were recently past Monday, so I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Most definitely. So starting off, I wanted to ask you, being that you were just married and you and your partner were together for a while, what do you think makes or break a relationship? Like, what is the most important quality do you think it takes to build a relationship?
I feel like the most important quality is absolutely honesty. You can get so much farther with honesty than you can with anything else, and it's truly the center of all the qualities and things you want in a person, such as loyalty and trust and things like that. Respect, even a, you have to be honest. You have to be truthful with a person, and as long as you are, things could go a lot further because if you keep it a secret and then the person finds out later, they're usually upset and they probably wouldn't have been upset if you would have just told them in the first place.
I most definitely agree with you about the honesty is best policy. So let me also ask this to you, being that you and your partner were together for a while, what do you think is a difference between having a relationship with your partner versus building a bond with your partner?
Um, I feel like great, it's fixed now. I feel like when it comes to my partner. Okay, so when I originally got the question, I was thinking more broad. Um, so a relationship is something you have to work on. You absolutely have to work on a relationship. You can have a bond with anybody and anything. Like I have a bond with my phone, but I have a relationship with my daughter and I have a relationship with my husband because you take time and try to build that. And in building that, you do make bonds, but it's more so of the time that you take, that you invest
For me,
into each
it's
other.
kind. For me, it's for me. I say that a bond is more than a relationship because I feel like you can pretty much have a relationship with anybody. And for me, I feel that if I have a bond with you, then it's a little bit more sacred and it's harder to break as opposed to a relationship. I feel like you can just end it at any time as opposed to having a bond with an individual. But I also feel that those words can be switched depending on the person and the type of relationship that you do have with them.
Exactly. Definitely. Exactly. Because I was going to say, for me, it's like a bond. Like I can make a bond with a stranger at a convention or something. We can bond over something. But then I go on about my day or I'm go about my life, go home but I don't work on it. I don't care about it. It's like, oh, great. We bonded over how much we like anime or something like that. Oh, cool. Great. Nice knowing you. And then it's like, if you decide to go further, then like to get to know them, that's time. And then that makes a relationship out of it.
Relationship, building that relationship with your husband, what is it about him that really stood out to you to make you want to say, let's get married. Let's get married. What is it about him that made you want to get married?
You're gonna have to repeat that one because it broke up. I'm sorry. So I'm not sure if it's recording on his end, but if it is, hey, I'm Bree, or you can call me Bree. It says Bree Shonda right here, but you can call me Bree. Um, Me and my fiance, well, my husband, now we have been together for 6 years. Um, and now we are married. And yeah, so, oh, it's still going on. Yes, keep talking. Okay, so, be honest with your partner always. Be good to people. Always be good to people. It goes so far. You never know what a person goes through until you walk in their shoes. So just be, oh, you're back. Hey. Oh, might be gone again. Okay, so um, to record. Oh, and he's on again. So yeah, always be good to people. I'm pretty sure I got a book of advice right here. Like, huh? Oh, please put that big stick down. Please, please do that. See, kids, I'm telling you, they are something else. Um, Madison, stop all the yelling, please. Yeah. Um, I can't really think of anything to say, and I usually have a lot to say, so it sucks.
I
Um,
apologize. I'm finally back. Can you hear me?
yes, I can. I can.
Yeah.
Got what I was saying.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm finally back after that little lag. So I believe what I was asking you was, as you were building a relationship with your partner, what made you want to go to the next level and get married?
Well, as it was still recording. I'm not sure if I caught it, but as I was telling the live earlier, I have been in a relationship with them for 6 years. And where for most people that's a long time, and for me it is. Usually it's like the guy taking forever, but not in this case. It was definitely me and Madison. It was definitely me,
Hey,
and
Maddie.
um, it was just you took I just took the time to get to know him, and it's like living together for a while. It's just you really, really, really get to know the true people, the true person when you live with them and spend that much time with them. So it's just like he's caring. He cares about everybody. He's an amazing person. He's a hard worker. He wants to please everybody. He just wants to be a great man for his family. And there's not a damn thing wrong with that. Sorry. But he's always making sure that his family's
Most
taken care of. And that's all that matters.
one thing that I do admire about him is this his work effort. My bad.
Yeah.
And it's like every time I talk to this man, I said, "Dog, this man got a million jobs. When do you sleep?"
Listen,
I
this
said, "He a
man
hard
stays.
person to catch."
Stop,
I swear,
Madison.
man work about almost
This
every hour
man
of the day.
stays in a
Um,
uniform. He stays in a uniform.
now that is,
And it's for one job too, and it's just always in the uniform. It's
mhm.
like I don't know what the use is to have other items in his wardrobe because that's all he wears.
So do you
Madison, you gotta go over there with that. Make a sandcastle over there, not over here, babe. Sorry.
so being that you guys did live together, a little bit before you guys got married. So was so while y'all were living together, did you see like the same thing? Like he didn't show like everybody says you don't know how somebody is till you live together. Did you see like a whole nother side, or was he just still like laid back but still hard working? Did nothing really change,
Um,
or was it like a difference?
you know, in a relationship, we, like I said, living together for as long as we did. I think we've been living together for at least 5 out of the 6 years. So you really see the ins and
Hello,
outs of a
can you hear
person.
me?
The dirt. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you again.
Okay, all right, cool. I was like, you really get to know the ins and outs of a person, the good, the bad, and ugly. You really do. And in that
Yeah, I
time,
can hear you.
you, you learn what you will accept and what you won't. And either you guys will fix it or you won't. But you, you really have yeah, of course. Everyone sees a different side of it. Everyone's different at home than they are to someone else, and in public, most people are anyway. What is wrong? They're gonna get colder every time inside. You wait, are you coming inside for good? Because you're gonna get colder. All right, well, all right. When you come inside, no
Well,
more
being that you
playing
guys
outside.
also were together for a while, were there any times that
I got that for you. Everything all right?
all right, I bet we back. Sorry, I got hella noise.
Okay.
So do you feel that it's wrong while you're dating to flirt with other people, or do you feel that it's okay to flirt while you're dating?
While you're dating, oh, well, to answer the question, hopefully it still keeps going. While you're dating, no, I don't. It really depends on your relationship. Some people are okay with it, some people are not. There's innocent flirting, and then there's flirting with intention. Um, Everyone likes this or wanted. Oh, and he is back. Hey. But I was saying that flirting, um, whether you're dating, you're talking, well, you know what? Don't even put talking in there because I feel like if you're talking, you're not serious. You want to do whatever you want. And so, no, if you were talking and you were serious about the person, then you would be in a relationship. Simple as that. But as far as being like dating and marriage and things like that, like I said, it like I was saying earlier, it really depends on your relationship. Some people are okay with it, some people aren't. Um, because there's some innocent flirting, and then there's flirting with intent. So it's like you could people, you're a human being, you know, people love to feel wanted. So I feel like it's human nature to flirt, and I feel like that's how a lot of arguments happen. Um, but I don't recommend it solely because that's how a lot of arguments happen. What? Just Madison, go
I agree.
play.
I agree. Do you think that nowadays people really don't understand what it means to date somebody? Like, I don't know if you remember while we were in school, we would hear, a couple of underclassmen talking about like that's one half my girlfriend.
Oh,
Like we just talking,
mhm.
but they still doing stuff. Or
Go.
nowadays we just blur the lines between dating, being friends with benefits, saying that's my man, that's my woman.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you say that again?
Oh, you're fine. Oh, I was saying, do you think that nowadays that people blur the lines between dating, friends with benefits?
Was that the end of the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely really, really do think that people do blur the lines. Friends with benefits and like um talking and what like being boyfriend and girlfriend and then like being engaged. They're different things. There's certain things that you don't have to do in a relationship because a relationship that's like boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, it's not always forever. So it's like they come and go. So I think that's how people need to think of relationships. And dating is, I feel like it's getting to know people, like bonds, so to speak, like building bonds. And if you decide you want to spend time on that bond, then you end up making a relationship because you made that bond important to you. But friends with benefits, that's where the lines start to blur, and that's where that
Hmm.
they want to call it they're just friends with benefits, and
So,
then have people confused like they're talking. You know what I mean? No, no, no. Go use one of the things out there to collect berries.
mhm. Okay, that leads me into my next question. Do you think that of the opposite sex, or you feel like that's
I'm
still
sorry, you're gonna have to
crossing the
repeat the
line?
question. It was a you broke up.
Oh, no problem. What I was saying, sorry, what I was saying is, do you think that while you're dating or you're married, that you can have a best friend or a close friend of the opposite sex, or could you have friends that are married of the opposite sex, or do you think that that's still crossing the line?
I think it is actually healthy for everyone to have a friend of the opposite sex because you get to, because you know your friends, like your friends of the same sex, you know, usually you guys have the same point of view, and having a person of the opposite sex can give you a different point of view and help you in issues with your relationship, but it comes with its limits. Like best friends have to be just best friends. They can't cross the line. There's there's a certain limit. Like when things go, like when you and your significant other are having a tough time and you go to your best friend, and then you're always going to your best friend, you're always going to your best friend, and you're not even talking it out with your significant other, then it's a problem. And it's like, because that has happened, you're talking to them about the problems with their significant other, and they're trying to help you. That is spending time, which can lead into a relationship, and you don't want that. So you gotta tread lightly. You have to know your boundaries.
Well, my, I don't, unless it's an emergency or business, don't call past 8 o'clock. Now, if it's business or an emergency, I'll answer the phone. But I say like, okay, for example, before I had my car, I was like, if you need a ride, don't call me past 10 o'clock because you know I can't help you with that. You need to call somebody that's a mechanic. Uh, Now I do think there's also conditions with that. Me personally, at one point I did try that, but that didn't end up working out. And while we did try
Yeah,
that, it came down to
it's
the
all
fact,
about
does that
boundaries.
person have respect? Because if you easily spend time with another female, speaking of boundaries, let me also ask this: if that person is your best friend, can you have had sex with that person? Or if you did have sex with that person, do you gotta cut that person loose and find somebody else to be your best friend?
I don't think you should go out looking for best friends, but if you guys have had a sexual relationship in the past, I don't recommend you guys continue to be best friends. Um, Only because your significant other is not going to feel comfortable with that. I mean, unless your significant other is, then who the hell am I to say otherwise? So no. I
Hmm.
mean, so whatever your significant other is with, by all means. But I feel like if you guys have had sexual past, I don't think it's the best thing to do.
Hmm. So so why you were dating? Well, I word it like this. We don't get into too deep. So if you've had sex with friends, do you have to cut those people loose, or do you have to tell them like, if we're gonna be friends, we can't be around each other like that past a set time, or if I hang out with you, I gotta bring my girl with me, or do you think you
Hold
just
on.
gotta let them go?
Hold on 1 second. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, give me a sec. What?
Hello. Oh, shoot. Making sure my interviewee is still here. Well, hi,
Hey,
I
sorry.
can hear you. You're fine. I can hear you clear. You can hear me clear. We're not
Yes,
lagging. Did you hear my last question by chance?
I did not.
Okay, so what I was asking is, if you've had friends that you've had sex with in the past, can you still be friends with them, or do you feel like for the safety and for respect of your relationship, you have to let those people go, or do you feel like that depends on how you've built your relationship with your partner?
That depends on how you build your relationship with your partner. Like I said, I really don't recommend it because some people just don't respect your relationship regardless. Some people are just really disrespectful. Um, so it's all about maturity and your confidence in your relationship and communication in your relationship and honesty. Goes right back to honesty in your relationship too. Leave that alone. You about to come inside.
Hmm.
All right, they get in the house.
I'm gonna be open and honest. I'm gonna be open and honest with you. Even if you don't fully disclose your entire past to your partner, you should let your friends know why I'm with this individual. I'm going to be faithful. I'm going to be loyal, and I'm going to give that person my undivided attention. What we had at the time, it was great, but moving forward, I can't do that. And I also think, that also goes into temptation, which I don't think I sent you that in the question. I actually just thought about it. There are many times, and many tests that you're going to face in a relationship. Temptation is a powerful.
I'm still here.
Can you still hear me?
Hmm.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Did you catch what I had said?
No. Oh no, I must have missed it.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hmm.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me, Brie?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Did you have any? Yeah. Did you have anything that else that you wanted to add, or was that pretty much it?
Give me 1 second. Um, let me see. I think I have it. Um, I guess we didn't talk about sex in a relationship. Oh, also, I just wanted to like make a statement.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Oh, I'm all ears.
go ahead. Um, so it's you know you sent me the question about this generation and how they just jump into sex and things like that. Instead of like taking the time to get to
Hmm.
know each other, and I don't necessarily think that's the case. I feel like this generation is just as much the same as the other ones. It's just the fact that this one is more so broadcast. Every generation that has come has said that the other one is more risque than the other. So it's just that this one is just more broadcast. There's too many ways for people to see everything that everyone is doing. And so that's the only reason that it seems like people are just jumping into it. People have always been doing that.
Uh, you're definitely right about that. Did some research a while back. I remember, studying a little bit about the sexual revolution. When Marilyn Monroe came out, people thought that what she did was super sexualized. Now you got everything. Now, 2020, we got OnlyFans. I tell people, I said, people have been doing this for a long time. It's just finally moving back into the media.
Actually, I had a friend ask me recently. She like sends me a question every week. Shout out to Kendra. But she said, "Do you feel like prostitution should be legal?" So don't shoot me, okay? All right. So here's how I feel. This has been going on for a long time. I feel the same way about prostitution as I do about marijuana. You can make money off of it. There needs to be a business. It needs to be protected. These people who are in this profession need to be protected. That's how I feel because it's been going on forever. It's just a negative stigma against it. Because when I mean forever, literally like biblically, you know. So it's like it's just frowned upon because that's what society has done. Because it's yeah, but people say the same things about strippers, you know. So it's like,
Can you hear me?
yep. Are you eating that cat food? Don't give up the Tom because I don't even know about you. Kids.
I look at it like this. Can you hear me, Bree?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm, go in your room. That was very mean.
My point with it, on a biblical standpoint, I think that it is wrong. But also when we talk about uh, prostitution, circularly, I think my opinion does differ. I don't think that I think that it should be legal. It should be legalized due to the fact that sex requires work. None of most people want to talk about it. Now, some people can't even last
Right.
more than
And
5, 10
people
minutes. But
make jobs out of absolutely everything. So why not make a job out of things that people already enjoy doing instead of looking
they
so
would have
down upon sex, you know?
legalized prostitution. The sex, the sex, the sex industry, the sex industry is going to skyrocket. Let's not even. It is going to skyrocket. People's wallets are honestly about to be drained. I think that if you honestly did that, I think it comes down to the fact that this people aren't going to be as ashamed to do it. It would make some
Right.
crimes go down, sexualized crimes go down, but at the same test it before. I tell people, I say I'm not encouraging no one to do, but if you are going to have
Right.
sex, more specifically, don't have unprotected sex with anybody unless you honestly trust that person. That's number one.
Definitely.
I don't care if a girl is caked up and caked out, or y'all think a dude looks good. She might be hot, but she might be hotter down there. She might be hotter down there. And
Exactly,
I
right. You
also
gotta
think that,
protect yourself at all costs.
going back to my earlier point, it also comes with the fact that a lot of people are really going to be tested, because now, if you do legalize it, depending on what type of business, what type, I said, I know we kind of like, but sometimes I sit in the background, I learn things. I remember one of my friends tried to get me to do something with this girl. I was like, no. I found out she was hot. She had a little something, something. Got one of the other boys to do it. I was leaving one of my class, who was crying, talking to his parents, talking about he caught it. That's why, I also say be loyal and understand. I tell people sex. I think people overhype sex because it comes with about like 5 to 10 minutes. But I'm gonna let you take point.
What'd you say? What's the last part?
So I know you also have some more thoughts about that. So I was about to let you. I said I know you had something else that you wanted to say about that.
But
So
before that,
I was about to let you finish. Oh, I was. Oh, hold up. Let me go back. That's what I was saying. Pretty much just to summarize, I was saying if you're gonna have sex, I said make sure usually escorts are tested, but you shouldn't be going out having sex with just anybody, because some people be burning, and that's not saying some dudes
yeah.
got stuff too, so you gotta protect yourself. Secondly, I was also
Also,
saying, if
you
they
should
do
definitely protect yourself
legalize
at all costs.
prostitution and sex workers, the economy, it would be a boost to the economy, but it would also be a real test. It would be a real test of people's relationship.
Definitely, because she also asked me
And
about married
another thing,
people,
why I just thought about it,
and
you know,
it was like if you're
a
married, that
lot
has
of
to be like a
people,
mutual
a
agreement,
lot
and they
of
have to like
people
sign it with a
know that
company
more
or
people say
something.
that a lot of
And so that way it
dudes,
saves the worker from getting in trouble
the
with
first
like
few
legally
things
with their
a guy
significant
asks me
other
is,
about um like
yeah,
divorce with adultery and things like that.
yeah, it says that guys say that guys ask them to just have sex. And I think that if you do legalize it, another thing that it eliminates is dishonesty. If you're trying to go get some yams, instead of talking to a beautiful girl, build trying to build some fake connection with her, just that ass up. She charging $50 for 30 minutes, man. I'd rather people do that instead of instead of
Messing with people's heart.
wasting
Yeah,
somebody's
I
time in a relationship. In my other video
man.
that I just did recently, I talked with yeah, I talked with somebody about that, about the fact that why are you trying to build a relationship with somebody, or why are you trying to just use somebody with sex when you can honestly just
When there
find
are
that
people
person and
out
be
here
honest
that
with somebody and say, look, I'm
there
just
are
trying to
people out
smash.
here
I
that
want
just
some
want
yams.
sex
Girl, you
too.
caked up, you caked out, and I want me a piece. Instead of,
Like there's girls
you
that
know
just
what,
want sex too, just like guys. And I'd rather people go out there and just find. There's too many people in this world for them to
to
just
ice cold bitch.
sit and wasting the time of people when they could go find someone that easily wants to do that anyway.
I definitely agree with you with that because I tell a lot of people, you would honestly be surprised about the number of girls who want to have sex. And, one thing that I always say, sometimes, we over sexualize women.
Definitely.
I always say behind every man is a powerful woman. But at the end of the day, I tell dudes that I said women are more than just for sex
They are.
or just for sex. I said, but on the flip side of that, you have to realize one thing that every woman, that most women always say, be honest with me. Some say to you, look, if you be honest with me, you would honestly be surprised. And I tell people it's about the mindset. Like
It really is.
I have a friend, tequila, strawberry tequila. Hold up one second. Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
So I have a friend. I'm gonna call her strawberry tequila. One second.
Okay. Okay, strawberry tequila.
So is a very strawberry tequila is a very sexual female. She's beautiful.
Ooh.
She's talented. She always says, look, she said, if a man can be honest with me and tell me he wants sex, she said, freaking bad. She said, if he want me to do this and he want me to do that, I'll do it. But if he try to sit and waste my time, take me out on a date or two and try to give me like a little look like you trying to let me hit, she said, I'm gonna tell him no.
Then listen, tequila strawberry. If you out there listening, hey, listen, there's so many people that
Yeah.
literally just want for
She
you
said,
to
I
be
got the
like,
rap. She said,
let's fuck.
stop
You want
being
to? Oh,
scared. She said,
sorry.
stop being.
Right. Like, there's so many people out there that just want just that. And I promise you, there are people that want just that. But it's like guys think that girls need the
Yeah, you're
whole,
fine. This is
oh,
this
let
is
me
Rebels
woo you
Podcast After
over.
Hours. People don't understand that want to fuck. They want you to dick them down. They want you to dick them down. They want to throw that drip.
Right. And sex it's a natural part of life, and it shouldn't be so negatively stigmatized for women or men, but it's extremely negative towards women, which is why they're so shy, which is why men assume that women are shy because these are the roles or the things that society has portrayed on us through TV and the radio. And well, I don't even know if people listen to radio. Well, I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure they do, but the radio and like the things their favorite celebrities say, and it's just like, you know, You gotta have your own mind when it comes to things like this.
Mm, exactly. You know, like a recent example, I got one of my homeboys, Bonte. Bonte approached this girl. We're gonna call her evening. We're gonna call her sunset. You were up front. You asked me in a classy manner because it's also about how you ask somebody for sex. It's also how you're gonna get it. She said,
Definitely.
"Okay, I get off of work. Let's fuck." He got that ass, and he got her right. But also, you know, going back, also touching, like I said earlier, like you just reinforced,
No, connection issue. Fisher, 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 fisher.
I always say that
Oh,
sex
okay. What you
is
said?
just the icing on top of the cake, or it's that little strawberry caramel that you add, that you add. Everything else enhances that. Yeah, everything else it just enhances the sex. Like people don't understand. Like there are people who just want to fuck. Then there are people who want to be loved. Like there are different things that trigger a person sexually. Sometimes it's the intellect.
Right.
Sometimes it's the body. Sometimes it's seeing women seeing a man at work. Sometimes it's seeing a woman deliver
Definitely.
a powerful speech. Like I'll give you an example. One of my recent
Michelle Obama.
celebrity crushes was Kamala Harris, who just
Wow.
became our first African American, Indian, and Asian vice president. I said,
Right.
wow. I said, watching these Trump videos, I said, she powerful. She ain't giving these
Very.
people no mercy. I like that. Powerful. And, you know, among the African American community, I think that it's always been something that people have made it frowned upon. You know, like I tell people in the church. So we'll
Yeah.
call this church person lady old Miss Gretchen. Old Miss Gretchen been fucking 3, 4 men out of wedlock, and you're gonna criticize one girl who had one child? You can't say nothing. Who you?
You absolutely can't.
You were
Like,
the
and I
freak.
can't
You
stand
were the
people who
freak back in
judge.
the
You
day.
have
You
no
still
right
trying to
to
get them
judge
young boys. But
anybody
yeah,
and
you're gonna
anything
criticize
they
somebody. People also
do.
gotta understand, you know,
What makes
you can't
one sin
overjudge
greater than
somebody
the other?
because
Like,
that's also,
no,
you know,
you have
another
no
type of
right.
relationship that's gonna
You
end
have no
negatively.
heaven
How
or
you
hell
gonna
to put anybody in.
criticize
So you can't judge
criticize
nobody.
somebody and expect somebody? Exactly. I definitely think, you know, you really hit the nails on the coffin.
Thank you.
I'm just I'm just thinking about that, man. I said that's something real right there, man. You know, some people say that we get farther away from the Bible. I feel that one thing that we all have to do, I'm gonna just briefly touch on it. We can't judge another person. At the end of the day, let God be the one to judge. We all go through
Right.
hardships. There's only one perfect person. We've all have fucked up at
Exactly.
some point in our lives.
Exactly. We have no right to judge anyone for anything that they do
And so
because
I
at
think,
some point we've done something wrong in
we
eyes of
just have
God
to
as well.
continue to get better, and then man, we done went so far 51 minutes, and I'm just like, man, come on, Brie. I know you got something else.
Sorry.
So you
Um,
always bring powerful opinions to the table. That's one thing, I really do like about you. You ain't afraid. That's
thank you.
what that. But this specific, you know, that's why I made another channel. Because I said, watch. I said, me or either Bree is gonna say something on it. I said, this ain't the channel for kids.
Definitely not. Definitely not. It's not for kids, and it takes a certain level of maturity to be able to accept the things that people say. I'm not
So
one to
far,
bite
we
my
covered
tongue.
relationship. We talked about sex among friends. We talked about prostitution. We talked about, hold up, let me get my list. I'm trying to make sure I keep track. So let me also ask you another question. Let me ask you another
Mhm.
question then. Uh, do you think that in order for people to be sexually comfortable, they have to first understand their sexuality, or do you think they have to find their sexuality?
I feel like in order for people to be comfortable with other people in sex, they need to know what they want, what they like, and that comes from yourself
Can you hear
and
me?
from experiencing other people as well. Yeah, I can hear you. But you have to be in, and when it comes to sex, you gotta, like, when you just having sex, it's like you gotta be open and say, nah, you're doing it wrong, do it this way, and it's like if they don't do it, then don't fuck, I mean, don't worry about these people because you don't need them anyway. Somebody else will do what you want. Bye. You need the password? Mm. Yeah, I know. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I keep my connection. They keep telling me about crap.
So what the hell that can even do?
Trying to get my list.
Oh, give me a second. Let me fix this. There you go. There you go. I love, I love you too, baby, and I like you too. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
All right. Well, while I'm waiting for this other link to come back up, do you think that once a relationship, yeah, do you think that once you in a relationship with somebody, say like among your circle of friends, you're dating an individual, your relationship didn't work out, you think it's okay to date another friend in the circle or have sex with another friend in the circle?
That's a great area. It really is because On one hand, I am really, really strongly no, it's betrayal of your friend because especially if your friend was like deeply involved with that person, yeah, I think it's betrayal of a friend. But at the same time, if it's love, the heart wants what it wants, and unfortunately, my friend's heart is broken because I'm in love with you, and it's like that's and it's like I said, it's a gray area. It really is. Like like I really think it's wrong for you to go after one of your friend's exes or
Mhm.
whatever. But if you fell in love with your friend's ex, then you fell in love with your friend's ex.
Yeah, you're right. I think that it is a gray area to that because you can't help who you love, but also at the same time, I think it does come with the fact that it does cause problem with your friends, and it also does cause the fact that, well, if y'all were together, we all doing something beforehand, and I think that that does leads to problems. Chewing in front of the workplace. Was that Eric voice I heard in the background?
Yep,
Madison again.
exactly.
What's up, Eric?
Dwayne said, "What's up?" He said, "What's going on?" Oh yeah, you know what? Look at my cool glasses from the eye doctor. Like these are just the coolest little things.
Well, definitely, I had fun.
Huh?
Dog, you got the shades on already. Um, let's see, you got the cool shades on. Definitely, definitely. It's been almost to 60 minutes. Was there anything else that we didn't cover? Because we talked about the friends, we touched on the Bible a little, touched on prostitution. I finally got my laptop back up. I had my laptop on standby with my link, and I was trying to figure. I said, "What is going on?" Was there
Listen,
any
I
other topics
have
that we needed to cover, or do you want to save it for next time?
we can save it for next time. 'Cause I think we've covered just about everything.